Struggling to pass your DMV permit test on the first try? Congratulations, you have found the right channel. We are dedicated to providing you with everything you need to prepare confidently for your test. Today, we will go through 46 essential mock test questions for California, with the last 10 questions absolutely crucial for your success. So stick around until the end. Let's dive in and get started. Question 1. This yellow warning sign indicates. Option A, two-way traffic sign. B, merge sign. C, added lane sign. Answer is A, two-way traffic sign. This sign warns drivers that the road ahead transitions into a two-way street, meaning oncoming traffic will share the same undivided roadway. Question 2. What happens to existing driving restrictions, suspensions, or probation sentences when a provisional minor driver turns 18 years old? Option A, they are immediately erased, and full driving privileges are automatically restored. B, turning 18 years old does not erase or end existing restrictions, suspensions, or probation sentences. C, they are reduced by half of their remaining duration. Answer is B. Turning 18 years old does not erase or end existing restrictions, suspensions, or probation sentences. Turning 18 years old does not erase or end existing provisional restrictions, license suspensions, or probation sentences placed on a minor driver. Question 3. How much should you adjust your speed when driving on a wet road? Option A, reduce your speed by 5 to 10 miles per hour. B, reduce your speed by half. C, reduce your speed to 15 miles per hour. Answer is A. Reduce your speed by 5 to 10 miles per hour. Rain, snow, or mud can make the roads very slippery. When driving on a wet road, you should adjust your speed by reducing it by 5 to 10 miles per hour. Question 4. Which of the following is a service that the Freeway Service Patrol (FSP) will provide if your vehicle stops running on the freeway? Option A, jump start your vehicle if the battery is dead or change a flat tire. B, tow your motorcycle if it breaks down. C, tow your vehicle to a private repair service. Answer is A. Jump start your vehicle if the battery is dead or change a flat tire. If your vehicle stops running on the freeway, the Freeway Service Patrol (FSP) will jump-start your vehicle if the battery is dead, change a flat tire, provide a gallon of gas, or refill your radiator. Question 5. What is one of the most common causes of traffic collisions? Option A, driving during the time of day when traffic is light. B, driver distractions. C, yielding the right-of-way to pedestrians. Answer is B. Driver distractions. There are several common causes of traffic collisions that you should try to avoid. These include driver distractions, unsafe speeds, improper turns, and not following the right-of-way rules or stop signals. Hey, if you find this video helpful, please give it a like, subscribe to our channel, and hit bell icon so you don't miss any updates. Your support helps us bring you more content to ace your DMV permit test. Now let's get back to the video. Question 6. How do safety-enhanced double fine zones differ from standard highway construction zones regarding double fines? Option A, they only apply when the speed limit drops to 15 miles per hour. B, fines are only doubled if a worker is actively flagging traffic. C, fines are doubled in these zones at all times due to increased injuries and fatalities, not just when workers are present. Answer is C. Fines are doubled in these zones at all times due to increased injuries and fatalities, not just when workers are present. Certain roads are chosen as safety-enhanced double fine zones due to increased collision-related injuries and fatalities, and fines are doubled in these zones at all times. In contrast, fines are only doubled in standard highway construction or maintenance zones when workers are present. Question 7. What is the general rule regarding warning signs on the road? Option A. You only need to obey them during daylight hours or poor weather. B. Obey all warning signs regardless of their shape or color. C. They are only advisory, so you do not legally have to obey them. Answer is B. Obey all warning signs regardless of their shape or color. Warning signs alert you to upcoming hazards and road conditions. As a safe driver, you must obey all warning signs regardless of their shape or color. Question 8. When you follow a large vehicle, why should you look at its turn signals before you start to pass? Option A. It may appear to be turning one direction, but instead is swinging wide in the opposite direction. B. It will signal right if the driver wants you to pass them on the left. C. Commercial trucks have delayed signals that flash 3 seconds after they turn. Answer is A. It may appear to be turning one direction, but instead is swinging wide in the opposite direction. When you follow a large vehicle, look at its turn signals before you start to pass. It may appear to be turning one direction, but instead is swinging wide in the opposite direction in order to properly complete the turn. Question 9. In which of the following locations is it specifically prohibited to pass another vehicle? Option A. On a multi-lane highway. B. Where there is a broken yellow line. C. At crossroads and driveways. Answer is C. At crossroads and driveways. It is specifically prohibited to pass another vehicle at crossroads and driveways. The risk of vehicles unexpectedly pulling out into your path makes passing in these areas unsafe. Question 10. When a motorcyclist is passing your vehicle, what should you do when possible? Option A. Move to one side of your lane to give motorcyclists more room to pass. B. Move into the center left turn lane to quickly clear their path. C. Flash your high beams to let them know you see them and it is safe to pass. Answer is A. Move to one side of your lane to give motorcyclists more room to pass. When a motorcyclist is passing your vehicle, you should move to one side of your lane when possible to give them more room to safely pass. Question 11. What should you do if you miss your intended exit in a roundabout? Option A. Stop immediately and back up to your missed exit. B. Continue around until you return to your exit. C. Take the next available exit and make a U-turn. Answer is B. Continue around until you return to your exit. If you accidentally miss your intended exit while traveling in a roundabout, do not stop or reverse. Simply continue around the central island until you return to your exit safely. Question 12. While a red curb means no stopping, standing, or parking, who is permitted to stop there if the zone is specifically marked for them? Option A. Taxis and rideshare vehicles. B. Delivery trucks. C. Buses. Answer is C. Buses. While a red curb generally means no stopping, standing, or parking, public transit buses are permitted to stop there if the red zone is specifically marked for buses only. Question 13. What is a safety zone? Option A, a space set aside for pedestrians waiting for buses, streetcars, and trolleys. B, a designated lane for emergency vehicles only. C, an area where vehicles can temporarily park to load or unload. Answer is A. A space set aside for pedestrians waiting for buses, streetcars, and trolleys. Safety zones are spaces specifically set aside for pedestrians waiting for buses, streetcars, and trolleys. You must be cautious around these areas. Question 14. Why must drivers of hybrid or electric vehicles be particularly careful around blind pedestrians? Option A, because hybrid vehicles have larger blind spots than standard vehicles. B, because blind pedestrians rely on sound to know there is a vehicle nearby. C, because electric vehicles take longer to come to a complete stop. Answer is B. Because blind pedestrians rely on sound to know there is a vehicle nearby. When turning or backing up, you must be extremely careful around blind pedestrians. This is particularly important if you are driving a hybrid or electric vehicle because blind pedestrians rely on sound to know there is a vehicle nearby. Question 15. What must you do when an emergency vehicle using a siren and red lights approaches your vehicle? Option A, stop immediately in your current lane until it passes. B, drive to the right edge of the road and stop until it passes. C, accelerate to clear the road ahead of the emergency vehicle. Answer is B. Drive to the right edge of the road and stop until it passes. You must give the right-of-way to any law enforcement vehicle, fire engine, ambulance, or other emergency vehicle using a siren and red lights. You should drive to the right edge of the road and stop until the emergency vehicles have passed. Question 16. At what point during a law enforcement stop should you roll down your window? Option A, immediately when the officer turns on their sirens before you pull over. B, after stopping your vehicle and before the officer makes contact with you. C, only after the officer knocks on your window. Answer is B. After stopping your vehicle and before the officer makes contact with you. During a law enforcement stop, you should roll down your window after safely stopping your vehicle and before the officer approaches to make contact with you. Question 17. Who can direct you to legally pass a light rail vehicle or streetcar on the left side? Option A, the streetcar operator. B, a traffic officer. C, a crossing guard. Answer is B. A traffic officer. You may overtake and pass a light rail vehicle or streetcar on the left side if a traffic officer explicitly directs you to pass on the left. Question 18. What is the rule regarding the use of your vehicle's horn around a blind pedestrian? Option A, honk your horn lightly to let them know you are waiting. B, do not honk your horn at a blind person. C, honk your horn twice to signal that it is safe for them to cross. Answer is B. Do not honk your horn at a blind person. When you encounter a blind pedestrian waiting at a crosswalk, you must not honk your horn at them, as this can startle them or interfere with their ability to listen to traffic sounds. Question 19. Whose directions must you obey even if they conflict with existing signs, signals, or laws? Option A, a crossing guard or local school official. B, a public transit bus driver or light rail operator. C, a law enforcement officer or firefighter. Answer is C, a law enforcement officer or firefighter. You must obey any direction, order, or signal given by a law enforcement officer or firefighter. You are required to follow their orders even if they conflict with existing signs, signals, or standard traffic laws. Question 20. When checking your blind spots to back up, where should you look? Option A, only at your backup camera and side mirrors. B, in your rearview mirror and over your shoulder for approaching vehicles and pedestrians. C, straight ahead and quickly glance at the rearview mirror. Answer is B, in your rearview mirror and over your shoulder for approaching vehicles and pedestrians. Before beginning to back up, you must always check your blind spots. Ensure you look in your rearview mirror and directly over your shoulder for approaching vehicles and pedestrians. Question 21. On public roads, what rights and responsibilities do light rail vehicles have? Option A, they have fewer rights than passenger vehicles and must yield to them. B, they have the same rights and responsibilities as other vehicles. C, they always have the right of way over all other traffic regardless of signs. Answer is B. They have the same rights and responsibilities as other vehicles. On public roads, light rail vehicles have the exact same rights and responsibilities as all other vehicles. Question 22. After making a full stop at a stop sign, what must you do before you proceed? Option A, sound your horn lightly to alert cross traffic. B, check traffic in all directions before proceeding. C, yield only to vehicles approaching from your right. Answer is B. Check traffic in all directions before proceeding. After coming to a complete stop at a stop sign, you must thoroughly check traffic in all directions and yield to vehicles and pedestrians who have the right of way before proceeding. Question 23. What does this warning sign show? Option A, no right turn sign. B, right curve sign. C, sharp right turn sign. Answer is B. Right curve sign. This sign indicates that the road curves gradually to the right. Drivers should be aware of the alignment change and maintain control. Question 24. What is the danger of tailgating a large vehicle or truck? Option A, you increase the risk of blinding the truck driver with your headlights. B, it forces the truck driver to swing wide on turns. C, it decreases your vehicle's safety distance. Answer is C. It decreases your vehicle's safety distance. When driving near large vehicles and trucks, do not follow too closely. Tailgating decreases your vehicle's safety distance and gives you less time to react if the truck stops suddenly. Question 25. Which of the following is considered a pedestrian or vulnerable road user? Option A, a person traveling on roller skates or a skateboard. B, a person riding a bicycle in a designated bike lane. C. A person driving a slow-moving neighborhood electric vehicle. Answer is A. A person traveling on roller skates or a skateboard. In addition to a person walking, pedestrians and vulnerable road users include people traveling on roller skates, skateboards, and individuals with disabilities using tricycles, quadricycles, or wheelchairs for transportation. Hey, if you find this video helpful, please give it a like, subscribe to our channel, and hit bell icon so you don't miss any updates. Your support helps us bring you more content to ace your DMV permit test. Now let's get back to the video. Question 26. When sharing the road with a motorcycle, how much space should you give them? Option A. Only half a lane because their vehicles are much smaller. B. You should drive closely beside them to prevent them from lane splitting. C. Whenever possible, give a motorcycle the full lane. Answer is C. Whenever possible, give a motorcycle the full lane. To safely share the road with motorcyclists, you should give a motorcycle the full lane whenever possible, even though lane splitting is legal. Question 27. If you file a complaint against a law enforcement agency, what is the agency that employs the officer required to do? Option A. Must investigate the complaint. B. Must suspend the officer immediately. C. Must forward the complaint to the DMV. Answer is A. Must investigate the complaint. When you file a complaint against a law enforcement officer, the law enforcement agency that employs that officer is legally required to investigate the complaint. Question 28. What rights and responsibilities do motorcyclists have on public roads? Option A. They have fewer rights and must always yield to larger passenger vehicles. B. Motorcyclists have the same rights and responsibilities as other vehicle drivers. C. They are legally exempt from standard speed limits when passing. Answer is B. Motorcyclists have the same rights and responsibilities as other vehicle drivers. Motorcyclists have the exact same rights and responsibilities on public roads as all other vehicle drivers. Question 29. What must you do if you approach a crosswalk with flashing lights, but the lights are currently turned off? Option A. Proceed at your normal speed without checking for pedestrians. B. Treat the crosswalk as an uncontrolled four-way stop. C. Look for pedestrians and be prepared to stop whether or not the lights are flashing. Answer is C. Look for pedestrians and be prepared to stop whether or not the lights are flashing. Some crosswalks are equipped with flashing lights to warn drivers. Whether or not the lights are actively flashing, you must always look for pedestrians and be prepared to stop. Question 30. You may overtake and pass a streetcar on the left side if: Option A. The tracks are so close to the right side that the passenger vehicle cannot pass on the right. B. The streetcar has its hazard lights flashing. C. You are approaching a blind intersection. Answer is A. The tracks are so close to the right side that the passenger vehicle cannot pass on the right. It is permissible to overtake and pass a light rail vehicle or streetcar on the left side if the tracks are so close to the right side of the road that your passenger vehicle cannot pass on the right. Question 31. When you see a yellow and black circular sign or X-shaped sign indicating a railroad crossing, you must: Option A. Accelerate to clear the tracks quickly. B. Look, listen, slow down, and prepare to stop. C. Stop completely, regardless of whether a train is coming. Answer is B. Look, listen, slow down, and prepare to stop. When you see a yellow and black circular sign or an X-shaped sign indicating an upcoming railroad crossing, you must actively look and listen for trains, slow down your vehicle, and be prepared to stop completely. Question 32. In general, you should never overtake and pass a light rail vehicle or streetcar on the Option A, right side. B, left side. C, shoulder of the road. Answer is B, left side. You should not overtake and pass a light rail vehicle or streetcar on the left side, whether it is moving or standing, unless specific exceptions apply. Question 33. Why can you be arrested if you drive to the scene of a fire, collision, or other disaster? Option A, because you might inadvertently damage evidence required for an investigation. B, because you are getting in the way of rescue and emergency personnel. C, because it is illegal to park within 500 feet of an active disaster area. Answer is B, because you are getting in the way of rescue and emergency personnel. You can be arrested if you drive to the scene of a fire, collision, or other disaster. When you do this, you are getting in the way of firefighters, ambulance crews, or other rescue and emergency personnel. Question 34. Why should you avoid driving alongside a large vehicle longer than you need to? Option A, it creates unnecessary wind resistance for your vehicle. B, it is illegal to drive next to a commercial truck for more than 1 mile. C, driving alongside a large vehicle makes it hard for the driver to avoid dangers in the road. Answer is C. Driving alongside a large vehicle makes it hard for the driver to avoid dangers in the road. Driving alongside a large vehicle makes it hard for the driver to avoid dangers in the road. You should pass the vehicle on the left and move ahead of it as soon as possible. Question 35. If you receive notification that a proposed action is being taken against your driving privilege, within what time frame must you request an administrative hearing? Option A, within 10 days of being served or 14 days from the date the notice is mailed. B, within 15 days of being served or 30 days from the date the notice is mailed. C, within 5 days of being served or 10 days from the date the notice is mailed. Answer is A. Within 10 days of being served or 14 days from the date the notice is mailed. If you receive notification that a proposed action is being taken against your driving privilege, you must request an administrative hearing within 10 days of being served or 14 days from the date the notice is mailed. Question 36. How should you handle a tailgater who is following your vehicle too closely? Option A, maintain your course and speed, then merge right to change into another lane and allow the tailgater to pass. B, tap your brakes lightly to warn them to back off. C, accelerate to increase the distance between your vehicles. Answer is A. Maintain your course and speed, then merge right to change into another lane and allow the tailgater to pass. When a tailgater is following your vehicle too closely, you should maintain your course and speed, then merge right to change into another lane when it is safe to do so. This allows the tailgater to pass and keeps you safe. Question 37. What should you do if a vehicle with only one light is driving toward you at night? Option A. Drive as far to the right as possible. B. Move into the center left turn lane. C. Flash your high beams repeatedly. Answer is A. Drive as far to the right as possible. If a vehicle with only one light is driving toward you at night, you should drive as far to the right side of your lane as possible. This precaution is necessary because the oncoming vehicle could be a bicyclist, motorcyclist, or a larger vehicle with a broken headlight. Question 38. Why is the pavement particularly slippery at the first sign of rain after it has been dry and hot for some time? Option A. Because sudden temperature changes cause black ice to form immediately. B. Because oil and dust on the road surface have not been washed away. C. Because vehicle tires lose tire pressure when transitioning to wet roads. Answer is B. Because oil and dust on the road surface have not been washed away. You should slow down at the first sign of rain, drizzle, or snow. The pavement is particularly slippery if it has been dry and hot for some time because the accumulated oil and dust on the road surface have not yet been washed away. Question 39. If the fog becomes too thick for you to drive safely, what should you do? Option A. Pull off the road, activate your emergency flashers, and wait. B. Stop exactly where you are in your lane and turn off your engine. C. Roll down your windows and sound your horn periodically. Answer is A. Pull off the road, activate your emergency flashers, and wait. If the fog or smoke becomes too thick for you to drive safely, you should proactively pull off the road away from traffic, activate your emergency flashers to warn other drivers, and wait for the conditions to improve. Question 40. This yellow diamond sign with circular arrows represents A. Option A. Loop exit sign. B. U-turn allowed sign. C. Roundabout circulation sign. Answer is C. Roundabout circulation sign. This sign alerts drivers that a roundabout intersection is ahead. Prepare to slow down and follow the counterclockwise traffic flow. Question 41. According to California law, it is illegal to leave a child unattended in a vehicle if they are: Option A. 6 years old or younger. B. 8 years old or younger. C. 10 years old or younger. Answer is A. 6 years old or younger. It is illegal to leave a child who is 6 years old or younger unattended in a motor vehicle under any circumstances. Question 42. If you encounter dangers on both sides of the road at the same time, what is the best strategy? Option A. Maintain your speed and drive exactly down the middle of your lane. B. Brake hard to a complete stop until both hazards pass. C. Give more space to the most dangerous situation. Answer is C. Give more space to the most dangerous situation. Sometimes dangers will be on both sides of the road at the same time. If one danger is greater than the other, you should give more space to the most dangerous situation. Hey, if you find this video helpful, please give it a like, subscribe to our channel, and hit bell icon so you don't miss any updates. Your support helps us bring you more content to ace your DMV permit test. Now let's get back to the video. Question 43. If you must get out of your disabled vehicle on the freeway, from which side should you exit? Option A, the driver's side, watching carefully for oncoming traffic. B, the right side so you are away from traffic. C, the side closest to the nearest emergency call box. Answer is B, the right side so you are away from traffic. If you must get out of your disabled vehicle on the freeway, you should always exit on the right side so you are safely away from moving traffic. Question 44. Which of the following will the Freeway Service Patrol FSP not do? Option A, provide a gallon of gas if you run out. B, refill your radiator and tape hoses. C, tow motorcycles or recommend tow service companies. Answer is C, tow motorcycles or recommend tow service companies. The Freeway Service Patrol FSP provides basic roadside assistance, but they will not tow your vehicle to a private repair service or residence, recommend tow companies, or tow motorcycles. Question 45. Can you be arrested and convicted of a DUI if your BAC is below the legal limit? Option A, no, you can only be arrested if a chemical test proves you are over the limit. B, yes, but only if you were involved in a collision causing injury. C, yes, depending on how badly you are impaired, even without a BAC measurement. Answer is C. Yes, depending on how badly you are impaired, even without a BAC measurement. Even if your blood alcohol concentration (BAC) is below legal limits, that does not mean it is safe for you to drive. Depending on how badly you are impaired, you may be arrested and convicted of a DUI even without a BAC measurement. Question 46. What is the meaning of this warning sign? Option A, right curve sign. B, winding road sign. C, sharp right turn sign. Answer is C, sharp right turn sign. This sign warns of an upcoming sharp turn to the right. Drivers need to slow down significantly before entering the corner to turn safely. For more practice and updates, click on the video you are watching on the screen. Keep building your confidence and get closer to passing your DMV permit test. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.